The mainstream media has a story for Hillary Clinton, and they seem to be sticking to it. Could the New York Times article about the former Secretary of State's response to the 2012 Benghazi attack been written before the report was actually issued? And there is the headline: House Benghazi report finds no new evidence of wrongdoing by Hillary Clinton. Here's Stuart Varney right now weighing in. Good morning to you, Stu.
Good morning, Maria. You know, you and I have a lot to go at, do we not?
Yeah.
Running an early morning news program about money, markets, politics, and all the rest of it. What stood out to me was the way that the mainstream media is in absolute lockstep to support their candidate, and their candidate is Hillary Clinton. There's no question about it. You just put up on the screen the New York Times headline following the release of the Benghazi report. I watched the broadcast networks last night, and all three of them, ABC, NBC, CBS, all three of them took exactly the same line: no wrongdoing. They completely ignored the fact that they discussed that it was about terror on the night of the attack, and then tried to spin it as a story about a video. And they kept up that lie. Essentially, it was a lie, because they went out and said consistently, it was the video, it was the video, it was the video. And they knew perfectly well it was not. It was terror. And they did this. I'm going to call it a lie. They lied for political reasons, because the presidential election was a matter of weeks away, and they did not want to be caught seeing that a terror had struck again. That's what happened. And, you know, frankly, the mainstream media is just a flat-out disgrace, Maria. That's the way it is.
Well, that alone, the fact that they lied about the video, and we know that she sent her daughter an email saying there was a terrorist attack, and yet they have this headline, no fault whatsoever to Hillary Clinton.
You see, they're being technical. The actual expression was, Benghazi panel finds no misdeeds. That's a highly legalistic term. They're parsing words here.
Unbelievable.
They're acting like a bunch of lawyers protecting their client.
Yeah.
And their client is Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Well,
That's
they've lost credibility. Don't you think, Dagan? I mean, look, the Washington Post, when did they say? A couple of months ago, we've got 20 reporters on Donald Trump. 20 reporters. Right. Yeah. I think they've lost credibility as a result. There aren't any reporters on the Clinton Foundation, and any reporters doing what they are trying to get out of Donald Trump, that they want to find out all this scoop on him.
Absolutely. Stuart, misdeed is like an FBI investigation is a security inquiry. Remember?
Oh, yes.
That's and then Jim Comey goes.
We haven't even got to that, have we?
Right.
No,
we're also leaving up.
Waiting in the wings is still the email investigation, which could mean an indictment for Hillary. You know, I'm beginning to wonder if she is really the viable candidate that the mainstream media wants her to be. I think we should check Vice President Biden's schedule, frankly, because I think it's going to be very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what we're leaving out of this, when we're discussing this whole video situation, is that they actually sent Susan Rice out to all the Sunday media talk shows saying, hey, it was a video, hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah, as if people are stupid. It was September 11th, by the way.
Right.
It was September 11th.
Right. Yeah. Well,
right.
Exactly.
And then also we have other people, you know, New York Times or anyone else, or Hillary herself saying, it's time to move on, time to get over it. Do they realize, you know, what she's saying is, you know, we're talking about people who died here. That's so insensitive, and nobody seems to talk about that.
An American ambassador, the first death as an American ambassador since 1979. And by the way, on our program, Varney and Company, we had the mother of one of the victims of Benghazi, one of the young Navy SEALs. His mother was on our show. And Hillary Clinton had walked up to her when the coffins arrived back in America. The family was there. Hillary Clinton was there. Hillary Clinton walked up to the mother of one of the victims and said it was the video. And this was days after they knew, categorically they knew it was a terror attack. And Hillary lied into the face of a grieving mother. Now, that's something, ain't it?
It's just extraordinary, Stuart. I know you have a great lineup in 10 minutes. We'll see you then.
Thanks very much.
Top of the hour, Stuart. Varney and Company begins every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern, right after Mornings with Maria. Stu, thanks so much. Coming up next, from airports to nightclubs, recent attacks highlighting the growing threat to soft targets. What you need to know to protect yourself. Coming next. Back in a moment.